5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Garlan Redcup Variety Podcast. I am Logan Lanier. I am the one that is ready for Thanksgiving. A little pilgrim in me this morning. Mr. Paul Garwood is on the other side there. And again, we're sorry for the delay, but we're here now, and we're just so glad. And our Garlan Variety Podcast, there's always something good in the red cup. Mr. Garwood, how you feel this morning?
Yes, sir. I'm doing pretty good. I just want to know what's good in the red cup.
What's good in the red cup? I wish it was turkey and dressing, but that'll be in a few more days. What's good in the red cup today, though, is we have several segments, but my title is Being Thankful in Mind, Body, and Spirit. And what are you thankful for? Okay, we're going to get into all of that. We got our special guest coming on in a few minutes. That's a surprise. If you all saw our advertisement, you know who that is. But she'll be on here in just a few minutes. And again, we're just grateful to God for this opportunity once again. But Brother Paul, I got a couple things. First of all, who's that behind you on that picture behind you? Is that Michael Jordan?
This is paying homage. This is paying homage to one of our future shows. This is the GOAT, Michael Jordan.
The GOAT, the greatest of all times, Michael.
The greatest of all time.
Jeffrey Jordan. Now, is that his Chicago Bulls, or is that the Olympic? Just a little.
That's Chicago Bulls, black jersey number 23, not number 45.
Okay, how'd you get that? That's like something like he gave you that? Is that his name underneath? Is that an autograph?
Well, yeah, that's his name underneath. A little autograph. I'm gonna keep it forever. Well, it's really my son's now, but yeah, that's the GOAT though.
Okay, all right. It's gonna be some arguments. We're not gonna get into that right now. We're gonna get into that to another show. But right now, good that Mike's hanging up there. I mean, I think he's the greatest of all time. But again, some people may think otherwise, but that's a subject for another time. Mr. Garwood, yes. Do you know, sir?
Yes, sir.
It's a survey. It's found that 80% of men claim they help cook Thanksgiving dinner. 80% of men claim they help cook Thanksgiving dinner. Here's my question to you, sir. Will you be helping your wife cook Thanksgiving dinner? Will you help your wife cook Thanksgiving dinner?
Yes, I will.
You're hesitating.
No, it's not 80%. It's not very much, but a little bit.
What are you going to do? You're going to, what's she going to have you do? You going to stir it a little? She stirring something?
Honestly, I can't cook. I have Thanksgiving dinners myself. But this one I'll probably I'll be going to the store to get everything.
You're going to the store and get that's how you're going to help? You're not going to help in the kitchen?
Yeah, that's you don't trust me enough for Thanksgiving. Let me go cook Thanksgiving.
Lord have mercy. Okay, but you're going to go to the store and get the stuff for her to cook.
I will help get everything. But if I'm needed in anything, I'll be there.
Okay. All right. Okay. You sound like Four Tops. I'll be there. Yeah. Just look over your shoulder, huh? Okay.
Oh yeah.
All right. Now, do you know, Mr. Garwood, there's a distinct difference in stuffing and dressing? Did you know that?
Absolutely.
What's the difference? I'm about to mess some people up with this one because, we think, when we think of stuffing, we're thinking of what and I'm going to talk about that in one quick minute. What our grandmothers made and our aunties and our mamas made. Okay. But go ahead. What do you think it is? What's the difference?
Well, I see people have stovetop stuffing, And then I grew up on actually seeing that cornbread baked, that bread. Oh yes, that right there. That's the difference.
This is nothing.
That's no go.
Okay. And my mother and my aunts and my grandmother are turning over in their grave to see me with this box because they know I know how to make dressing. And I do know how to make dressing. Yes, okay. Yes. So you're wondering, why do I have this box? Okay. Well, I have this box because I'm going to actually mix this in with what I'm going to make for Thanksgiving. Give y'all the recipe one day, not right now. But don't worry, it will not be just this. This is shortcuts. So don't even worry about it.
I believe it. With Brother Logan, not just be that.
But now listen to this real quick. Sometime between the 2nd century and the 1st century AD, a chef by the name of, let me see if I can pronounce this right, Apixius created a cookbook entitled Apixius de Curate Culinaria, which, if I said that right, this is what he did. This is what he used for stuffing. Now, his main ingredient choices appear to have been vegetables, herbs, nuts, chopped liver, and brain.
Oh no!
What they did,
you gotta watch what you eat.
Yeah. Okay. So stuffing goes into the turkey. Dressing is a dish. Mm-hmm. Right? Okay. Dressing is a dish. We know it as a dish. Okay. I cannot remember ever my mother and my aunts, my grandmother making a turkey and with stuffing. I mean, putting stuffing in it. I've never seen that. They made dressing as a dish.
Yes.
So, with that, people that still like stuffing, okay, it's all right to make stuffing if that's what you want to do, okay? We know that Thanksgiving is not Thanksgiving without some, I'm getting real deep with my voice, cornbread dressing with gravy.
Absolutely. So, that's my favorite part of Thanksgiving. I love cornbread dressing.
Yes. Cornbread dressing. Yes, indeed. Okay. But for them to I mean, I don't get it. Okay, they said recipes for stuffed chicken, rabbit, pig, and even dormouse. Now, dormouse, I don't know what that is, okay? But chicken, so they stuffed chicken, rabbit, and pig. Vegetables, herbs, nuts, chopped liver, and brain. Now, what brain they use to make this, to stuff this, I have no idea. Okay, but I know one thing.
I did see my grandfather eat some of that door musk. He brought it home. Put it in the refrigerator. My grandmother opened it and almost had a fit. I'm not even want to say what it is.
What is it?
Muskrat. And he had the nerve to bring that in the house and put it in the refrigerator.
Did you eat it? Did you afterwards? How do you prepare muskrat?
Man, him. They would shoot muskrat at the railroad track, and go home and cook them. That's what alcohol do for you.
Oh no!
I couldn't believe it, man.
So, okay, I'm at a loss for words. So, I guess you prepare muskrat just like you would prepare anything else.
A coon.
I don't know. I can't. I can't. I'm sorry. I mean,
I was stunned. My grandmother, everybody. We couldn't believe it, man.
oh no. Well, now, okay, this is what they did too. Okay. The Pilgrims, okay, they obviously they had stuffing. And it's not noted if they had turkey. We assume they had turkey. Mm-hmm. They say wild game by what I have here. Right. So they had wild game. And they had access or to an abundance of both wild game and rice.
Yes.
So it's probably safe to assume that their dinner included some kind of bird with a wild rice dish alongside of it.
Yes.
That's what this is saying. Okay. As far as stuffing and dressing is concerned, okay, it becomes a regular staple of Thanksgiving dinner. We know that, okay? There are written records as far back as 1836, and when the stuffing began leaving the actual insides of the animal being cooked is another question. But today, many people serve as stuffing / dressing, whatever you want to call it, as a side dish prepared directly in a casserole dish. That is what I've always known it to be. That is what it's always going to be. I'm never ever going to stuff a turkey with this. Just saying.
That's the staple in the African American community. You know, with Thanksgiving, we having top stuff.
Stove
dressing.
Yeah. I mean, stovetop stuffing is, again, I mean, this is here only because I'm going to actually use it for my dish. So, you know, I'm just saying, you know, so there it is.
But it was a lazy way of making dressing. That's all that is. That goes with the world. It was a lazy way of making dressing.
Yeah. I mean, so.
Yeah.
Moving right along.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
I got something for you, sir.
Okay. Hit me with it. Okay.
If Pilgrims traveled in the Mayflower, what do college students travel in? Now, I'm going to repeat that. If Pilgrims traveled, if they did their traveling on the Mayflower, what do college students travel on?
You tell me.
Scholarships.
Only you, man.
Okay, that's good. Okay. What does sick people
Only you. Man. Oh, man.
What do sick people do on Mayflower?
You tell me.
They went to the dock.
All right.
If you're sick, you go to the dock, right?
Okay. Go to the dock. Go to the dock. Woo, man.
So, but anyway, you know, we you know.
A scholarship. All right.
So oh
man, only you, brother.
Yes, sir. You know, anyway. You know, we got
moving right along. We
got big Thanksgiving. We got big Thanksgiving coming up. Our Detroit Lions, and I am wearing the Detroit Lions jersey.
Okay. Sorry about that.
Kenny Galladay, who is my favorite player on the Lions team, I am sporting his jersey. Don't know if he's going to play. He has a sore back. I think, though, they're not going to play today, but they're saving him for the Thanksgiving game.
Okay.
If the Lions win tomorrow, they'll be 5-5, Brother Paul.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
That will put them in position to be in the playoffs.
Yes. Yes.
What do you think about that?
Well,
what do you think about the Lions? Well, first of all, I never knew how you felt about the Lions. I do. Yes, I do.
I've been watching the Lions since 1997. They done broke my heart. They've hurt me. I've seen them lose in all kind of ways. I've seen them lose 5-0. I've seen them lose 5-0 in the playoff game. I've seen them win a playoff game. I've seen them lose in the NFC Championship in Washington. We cursed. The Lions is cursed. We can win. We can win, and we get there first playoff game. We'll lose by 40. Like we did against Philadelphia. They're my home team. I like watching them. But I have no faith in them. Not at all.
Faith in them
at all.
Ah, man.
That's my take on the Detroit Lions.
Wow. I am trying to get our guests in here.
It's going to be very dynamic too. Talking about the things that we need to do to survive this COVID pandemic.
Yes. I see her name, but I don't see her.
Until she get in, I don't think the Lions should be on Thanksgiving every year.
Why?
I think they should switch it. Switch it around. Who likes to see a losing team every?
Well, I mean, the Lions have lost what? The last what? I mean, I don't. How many times have they've won? How many times?
I can't even think how many. They used to come and win. They would show up and upset somebody. But lately, they get smoked on Thanksgiving.
Oh, man. Well, what about the rest of the teams now? Cowboys always play on Thanksgiving.
They questionable too. They no longer America's team. They just another football team. You want to see winners. You want to see winners on Thanksgiving.
Right. Well, what about Kansas City?
That would be exciting. Tampa Bay, Green Bay, Seattle. There's a lot of good teams. Like Pittsburgh. Show some winners on Thanksgiving.
Well, Kansas City always have a game.
Sometimes they in a game. But the two that have a game, the Lions in the afternoon and Dallas in the evening.
Oh man. Well, I think It's all good, man.
But you see, football is they only play it once a week. One game a week. And one game a week. You have a game on Thursday, game on Sunday. You have a game on Sunday. It's not like baseball. It's not like baseball, basketball. They have several games within a week. And then they only play 16. games in a year. So football is like an event. You know, with the tailgating before COVID. You know how they used to tailgate. A big part. So people don't really. Detroit, especially people don't care about the Lions. They're gonna still pack for a field. They're gonna go down. They're gonna tailgate. They're gonna party. They're gonna have their fun.
Right.
Okay. Oh,
Right.
okay.
Right.
Oh, she came in.
I was trying for my
Yes,
desktop.
So I'm saying I
My
got you.
laptop. Trying for my desktop. I
Uh-oh.
had to move to my laptop.
Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this young lady really needs no introduction. However, I am going to say a couple things. She's a Detroit native, and she earned her BA in Management and Marketing, International Business, along with 2 associate degrees from Northwestern University in 1992. She made a switch to health and wellness in 2006, which led to her earn her master's in kinesiology in 2015 from Wayne State University. And she's currently studying a master's degree in sports administration at Wayne State University. She is a graduate of the Cass Tech High School. She loves to help others achieve their health and wellness goals through exercise and nutrition. She is passionate about assisting others to work hard to reveal the best version of themselves. She is always eager to help those who are ready to accept a new challenge to reactivate an old challenge for themselves. We welcome to the show the wellness coordinator at Wayne State University and Miss USA 1990, Carol Ann Marie Guest.
How you doing, Ms. Gibbs? Pleasure to have you.
Yes.
You got the crowd here. You got the crowd here. Okay.
Oh yeah, we got everybody cheering.
Hey, Ms. Gibbs, only Logan.
And Carol, thank you so much for joining the show. And again, we have a few technical difficulties, but we good now. Okay, we want to dive right into it. So we're now into the Thanksgiving season, and we got the pandemic and things going on. So I want to ask you, as we approach the holiday season and we're dealing with this pandemic, how do we keep a sound mind and body? What do you suggest?
Besides being very obvious, insane. Besides being very exercise, insane. Exercise. I mean, it is more than just. Just for it's more than just good, or just for losing finance. It's so much for our mental, our emotional, for our men getting off our emotional stress or burning off it, getting off hormone stress or burning cortisol stress. We need to stay active and move. We need to, and one of the stay active and move. And I think it's one of the things I've noticed, and I think it's walk together. As I'm seeing whether it's once a day after dinner, whether it's dark once a day after dinner. So it's dark earlier. So at least children are on the hybrid. Children are on the hybrid. Get out and home walking and going to the park. Get out and apart walking and going to the park and apart. Keep yourself and keep yourself not stuck sitting behind a desk. It's important to not stuck sitting behind a desk or a table in front of the laptop. Even more so, because that is most now. Because that is mostly from home and working remotely from home. That sitting and staring at a screen. That sitting is not staring at the best. Sitting is not the best. So if you sitting is the new stand up. So for yourself, and stand up for yourself. The makeshift is to get an iron. The makeshift and adjust is to get an iron. You can stand and adjust the iron board. So that's one little tip. But with the holidays coming up and different gatherings, if they're in your bubble, different gatherings of feasting on foods that we don't normally eat on a daily basis, maybe moderation is going to be key. And to remember that it's not going anywhere. It'll be there. You don't have to try to eat it all at one sitting. So have some, and maybe, make a small little plate and have a little bit at one setting. And then if you're going back, it's 2 hours later, not like 30 minutes. It's like give yourself some time for your body to digest what it is you're taking in, and avoid getting into that full feeling where all you can do is sit on the couch and then back. Why did I do myself?
Well, we can't.
And don't sit back like Albert with your head something in your hand like and watch mine as Paul did.
Not the Al Bundy.
Uh-huh.
Not the Al Bundy. You said
Not
Al
Al
Bundy.
Bundy.
Oh my God. Oh Lord.
So and I said like but that only makes it worse if you eat yourself uncomfortable. So moderation and even engaging in some activity.
Okay.
If the day is a little break, it's okay. Wrap up, go outside, and have a little upstairs in the back. I mean, I call it Thanksgiving 100. So, 10 different exercises that you're going to do 10 reps at a time, 10 rounds. So you get 100 of them each. So you can have jumping jacks, squat, toe touches, kicks, whatever it is. You're going to do 10. You come up with the 10.
Well,
and everybody can do it. So she did it. So you can race. You can do the round faster. This is a way to really engage, get active, and do something. And you're going to make memories. You're going to remember 2020. Outside. Yeah, good. But nobody stuck on the couch.
Well, like I say, I have my Lions jersey on right now. They do play tomorrow, but I will be cheering for them on Thanksgiving Day as well. But I am going to push myself away from the table one time.
Yes. So if you know, like, people in your over who are sharing food together, breaking bread together. If you feel that need, then you do make a little plate, and you feel like something that's going to be there, ready to go back to it. So just don't feel like you have to stuff so much stuff on a plate that, like, literally your eyes are bigger than your stomach and you're forcing yourself to eat. It tastes really good and you're like, yes, I need to stop, but somehow you don't, and then you're uncomfortable. So it's just breaking it up. Whatever, if you have to make 3 separate plates with your variety on each, and cover up the other 2 and put them aside, but allow at least 2 hours before you go back. If you do that, your body will get break down what it is you're taking, or what nutrients, that much easier, less tax on the digestive system, and you won't feel like I can't move the rest of the day. You'll never do that. You'll be able to enjoy the rest of the day, your day, family, cheer on the kids, on things.
You see my face, don't you, Carol? It's saddens me that I have to push myself from the table like that. Oh my God.
Hey, it's discipline, and it's a good way to help. So it's not hard. I mean, when we eat food is fuel.
Mhm.
So think of, you're going to start a fire. You never start a fire with a giant ball. You might have the log in the middle, and in this case, for some people, the log is excess fat they already had.
Okay.
Right? You use small kindling to start the fire. Small little.
Right.
And that gets the fire hot. It can consume the fuel. That is what it is for your body in terms of fuel. We need the small little amount of food at a time to keep the fire of the metabolism high. As we keep it high, we can keep the excess off, and we can consume the extra weight we want to get rid of.
Ooh.
So keep the fire high.
Okay. All right, Paul.
How you doing, Ms. Giz?
Yes. Paul.
With the gyms and fitness centers being closed or limited, what would you suggest to do in the comfort of your own home? Yeah, how often should you work out?
Well, I work for Wayne State, right? I'm in charge of the instructors and the personal trainers, but I do work at a different gym outside of here because I do love to teach. So I always wanted to have an avenue to continue teaching just for my own personal satisfaction. And we do virtual classes, and we keep that in mind. But even for Wayne State, on our YouTube page, we have exercises and things like to do right from home, with little tips on how to use things you have in your home to create weight. If you don't have a whole set of dumbbells, I'm like, everyone has probably a duffel bag or a backpack in their house. They can load it up with canned goods and weigh it and know exactly what they're working with. You can use different chairs, depending on the sturdiness of the chair in the house, to use for squats, to use for different other exercises that we can do seated. And pillows from the couch or whatever to do some kneeling things in order to create some, like what we use with a bow suit or balance pad that creates a slightly uneven or unstable surface so that we can still work our core, stabilizing muscles for balance training, or do things single, like one-sided. So when I'm teaching virtually and I'm instructing people at home, and we do various different things. Instead of just doing a bent over rear delt where we're lifting the arms out to the side, I'll have them bring one foot up so that we can do balance work at the same time. There's different ways in which to challenge the muscle and the body to keep it working without being at a gym. So we use the steps for lunges, and if you have a step stool, we can use the step stool for some other things, for some decline lunges. So I try to figure out what they have in their home, and we'll work with it. We can use towels or paper plates for gliders. So it's just different little things that, we kind of address it at the very beginning so people can let me know what they have. And then I'm able to create the workout based on knowing what they have available to them. But we also do the little tip and the clues on what to do with the backpack, holding the backpack just like you would a kettlebell for a goblet squat. It doesn't have to physically be on your body. You're holding it out away from you, in front of you. You can take it where you're taking the book bag up and down. Again, if someone doesn't have anything more than 10 pounds at home, as far as dumbbells go, you can maybe get 20, 30 pounds in that backpack, and you can still get enough weight. You could be on the floor and do your chest press with that backpack away to your chest and away from your chest. So we can use whatever you have at home. There's no excuse. And walking outside around the block is free if you don't have a treadmill. What's cool? I'm like, well, I will say this, the tip or the benefit of even walking outside as it gets colder is that your body, your body has to work harder to keep your body warm. So you're actually boosting your metabolism in that way, that it has to work harder to maintain a comfortable body temperature. So as long as you can keep your fingers and your toes warm, which is usually the first areas on people's body to get cold and harder to deal with, I always say, walk with some stress balls, so that you can keep your fingers moving and you're pumping the blood, pushing the blood, and that'll keep your hands from getting too cold. But it also keeps the blood flowing instead of walking with your hands straight down. Because when we walk with our hands straight down, blood pools. And when it pools in your fingertips or in your limbs, you can start to feel swelling. I've heard ladies complain of their rings feeling tight on their hands because they're allowing their hands to dangle when they're walking. So when you're walking, you have to, I call it the power walk. You got to punch, elbow, punch somebody, the bad person up the jaw, elbow them right in the jaw. So punch, elbow. Doing that will keep blood from pooling. It also is good at working the upper body, getting a little bit into the rear delt and the chest here. So for the ladies who always want to keep, this nice and smooth and not have any extra outside of their bra strap or their tank top, this is a great way to tone that up right here in this little section right there, just keeping those arms moving. So move. Okay. Don't have to be at the gym. Don't have to have fancy equipment. We can work with what you have at home. You can get creative. Where there's a will, there is a way. So I always say anyone looking for an excuse not to exercise is going to try to look for an excuse not to exercise. But it's more important nowadays that we're trapped in, some people are feeling trapped in the home, like, sheltering in place. Right. It was really rough not being able to go out and do things, and just getting out and getting some fresh air. And for me, because of my faith, I'm like taking note of God's creation, looking at the trees and the grass and the flowers and the birds, and just all of that is such a great way to keep that blood pressure down, keep the stress levels down, and it stimulates positive, the serotonin, the good brain chemicals that help us feel happier and healthier and more at peace. So it's a win-win. You get out, you're doing something good for your body and your mind.
And I agree. And everybody that's looking at this, I used to see how excited your people used to be up at the track at Oak Park. I used to see you working out up there with all your people.
Yeah.
So when COVID's over, you look up this because it was very exciting out there on that track. All right. And get some of the best advice and some of the best work you could possibly get.
Yeah.
All right, Brother Logan.
So that's a great way. Oh, one other little thing I was going to say with regards to the working out at home. If you got stairs, that's another quick way to get good cardio in. Go up and down your stairs. You can time yourself and play a little game with yourself to go a little longer every week. Try to increase your time. If you're doing it 2 to 3 days a week, absolutely. You go up and down 10 times, you can get that done in 5 minutes. And then, so now you're going to add 6 minutes the next week. So you can get it up to 10 minutes and then 20 minutes. And so that's a great way to be able to learn to train and condition your body to be able to take flights of steps without huffing and puffing. So you'll build your cardiorespiratory system. And that's important when we're trying to be strong in our physical body against COVID. It's like keeping our heart, lung function, that system very strong so it can resist it. And if by any chance, I would pray you don't, but if by any chance you did contract it, you're stronger to survive it.
To fight it.
So to fight it.
Right.
So, doing what we can to keep that heart lung functioning to the optimal. And it's never too late. Age is nothing but a number. So I don't want to hear, I'm too old, I can't be taking them steps. I'm like, yeah, you can. So even if you have to take it slow, one step at a time, holding on to the rail. And, the more you do it, the more consistent you are, your body has no choice but to adapt. And before long, within a few weeks, you'll find yourself running up the stairs, not just walking one step at a time, like, oh, woe is me. Now you're going boom, 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 boom. You're bounding up the steps. And, there's so many sheroes and heroes out there. I'm going from the female's perspective. I know I'm talking to 2 guys, but Ernestine Shepherd, she's 82 years old. She looks great. It's a phenomenal shape. She does 10 miles every day. She didn't pick up a weight till she was 55. So I always tell people, it doesn't matter when you start. It's the fact that you start and you stay with it, and the consistency will build the change. Sweat equity is the currency of change. Okay, don't be afraid to sweat. Get used to being uncomfortable. The change will come. Nothing worth working for, nothing worth having doesn't require the uncomfortable phases of it. So just ask any athlete who has something. The training part is not almost done. But then when they see the win in the end, they see the progress, they see
Hey Bob, you gotta turn your volume down.
It didn't happen to What did you say to do? I can hear you now. Okay. Can you hear me?
You're perfect.
Okay.
Okay. There you go. Hold on, Bob. Now, Carol.
Okay.
I exercise 3 times a week. I don't have stairs where I live. I do have a couch. So that step thing I can do on the couch, right? I can, you know.
So you say you're in an apartment?
Yes.
Okay. So how do you have stairs? In an apartment?
Well, that's true. I'm on the 2nd floor.
Yeah.
But
It don't have. We take all stairs. Game. Basement stairs, 2nd floor, stairs. In a hotel, travel. Use the stairs. And I had to do it. I went out of town. Gym closed. Getting out of the gym. I ran up and down. For 20 minutes.
Well, I got a fitness center, so I'm in that bad boy 3 days a week. You'd be proud that when this pandemic started, I was 235 pounds.
Oh wow!
I am down to 219.
That's amazing. And that's what I told you. I said, come on, hold it, not that.
All right, now, since you've told us, gave us all these tips and what to do, and during this pandemic, we got a little game here. We call The Choice Is Yours.
Okay.
Now I'm about to mess you up. We about to mess you up real bad. Okay, here it is. Choice is yours. First one: turkey dressing or ham and mac and cheese. Which one?
Turkey dressing.
Okay. Sweet potato pie or peach cobbler.
Peach cobbler. If it's got good, if not, I'll go with the peach potato pie.
Which one? The choice is yours. Peach cobbler.
I said it had all I said was peach cobbler.
Okay.
But my codicil, if it doesn't have good crust, I will bypass and go with potato pie.
All right. Number 4: cornbread dressing or hot water cornbread.
What was the first?
Cornbread dressing or hot water cornbread.
Cornbread dressing.
No, I'm messing with you. Cornbread dressing. Number 5: red velvet cake or golden pound cake.
See.
Mm.
Red velvet.
Red velvet.
It's got a good cream icing, and it's moist. If not, I'll go with stone cake. And it's a slim. Moderation is key. Moderation is over the house. Moderation.
Excellent. And again, we're going to eat health. We're going to do what we're supposed to do. Okay. And I'm sure I appreciate those tips. I mean, again, I've already started. So my habits is going to carry on into Thanksgiving. Yeah. So I do have a smoked turkey. I do have I have 2 turkeys, smoked and fried.
Okay.
I mean, I have sides. I like fried corn, and I'm making dressing. Now, so first part of our segment, this is not what I'm going to make. This is just going to be part of the dressing that I'm making. No, wait a minute. I know. No,
okay. I'm glad I'm glad. Because that's not dress.
There's a difference. I don't know if you heard us talk about that earlier on, but okay, there's a difference. But I'll talk to you about the difference later. But now we're gonna get you out of here. You don't have to soon turn off. We got another small segment here that we're gonna end with. But guest of our show, we're gonna send you our Garlan Redcup Variety Podcast T-shirt. And you drink coffee? I can't remember if you're a coffee drinker or not. If not,
no,
I'm not a coffee. You gonna drink some more?
Or green tea, girl.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna send you a mug. It's our Garlan Variety Redcup mug. We're gonna send you a T-shirt, and we're gonna send you a mug for being a guest of our show. But I want to get you out of here with this. You don't have to sign off right now because we're getting toward the end. But tell us what you're thankful for.
I am so for health. And my family. You know, I do everything that I do for my family.
Mm-hmm.
In terms of my children, wanting to future wealth and instill in them the model them living a healthy style. Same thing for mom. And I want to stay healthy for them. I want to give them the gift of health in terms of motivating them to do physical things that are good for them and eating them, again, healthy and in moderation. And just being healthy. I mean, that to me, that's a huge, it's a testimony for everyone who has been able to navigate this pandemic without getting sick, without missing a meal or a check. And it's just, however, whatever was going on and gloom and doom or whatnot, if you keep your eye on the one above, he's got you. So he has kept me, and I'm very, very thankful for breath in my body and to be able to do what I do and help inspire others to be healthy as well. So
that's good. Excellent.
You don't have to sign off, okay? But we just are thankful for you just coming on our show and giving us those tips, and we just really, really appreciate it again. Thank you. And
I love it.
Well, we just really appreciate you. And at this point right now, we're getting toward the end of our show. Again, you don't have to leave. We got another 10 minutes. We were late coming on, so we have about 10 minutes studio time. But we have people coming on that's going to let us know themselves personally what they're thankful for. And Bob, you can come on. And Angel, I think you're there. Bob, you there? There you go.
Yes, I'm here.
All right. Yeah. So we got Robert Brown. Robert Brown is he's a very good friend of mine, and me and Paul's, and he was a nemesis at one time on the basketball court.
Okay. Now he's a lot older. He was a nemesis at one time.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Nemesis. Wow, that's kind of harsh, ain't it? I thought it was your boy. I mean, we competed against each other.
Big Rob, you still got some hard feelings, man.
Ooh. Okay. Okay.
Big Rob, you still got some hard feelings, man.
Something, yeah. I mean, it's not that serious, but I love you anyway. But I think I still could take you now that I'm working out. You know, I heard this young lady talking about, you know, the consistency of working out, and you know, as you get to a certain age, you have to really commit yourself to want to live. That's the bottom line. You know, to extend your life. And so I'm hold on. Okay. Okay, there you go. Okay, you're on mute, bro, so I can't really hear you. I can see your lips moving.
So you're gonna have to
okay, there you go.
Then mute, then talk.
Oh, I see. Okay.
You have the default switch on your volume or something. It's not working.
Yeah. Oh, I see. Okay.
Bob, real quick. Bob has a book coming out in early 2021.
Yeah.
It's called No Excuses for Limitations, the Robert Brown story. No Excuses for Limitations, the Robert Brown story. It's coming out in early January 2021. Am I right, Bob?
Right. Yeah. Okay. So, you know, this is a very good story. You guys know me pretty much from my past.
Okay. So, put it on mute and talk.
You know, this is a very deep story. You guys know me pretty much from my past and the things. Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay. No excuse for limitation.
You good?
In my life, time coming on early on. A lot of trauma, a lot of things. When it came to you know, my birth, I had a birth defect on the right arm. I only have a 30% use of it. However, it never let me from achieving my life. With a lot of dedication. I also had dyslexia. Not like school at all because of just the trauma that I had to deal with of learning. But yet and still was pushed through basically because I was, you know, a basketball player, and I made the best out of that part. But long story short, you know, I had a knee injury and in college, which ended my basketball career. I ended up on drugs really bad. They had no tools on how to on drugs and doing some bad things. But lo and behold, you know, my mom always taught me how to pray, and I prayed my way through that. And I always had a good knack of working with youth. And so he sent me to this local school right there in Detroit called Loyola High School. And at its start, I was selected to be the freshman basketball coach and then physical education instructor. Now, you know, when the guy told me that I was going over there for a position to really kind of, it was housed in St. Francis Boys Home at the time, which was in the basement. They were in the basement of St. Francis Boys Home. And so it was an all boys school, Jesuit high school, but it was housed in that facility because they hadn't had a separate facility. And Mickey Barrett, which was the assistant coach over at U of D Mercy, told me about this job. And he said, go over there. You just sit in the gym, you watch the kids. He didn't tell me I was going to go for a teacher's position. And so he sent me over there. Long story short, I ended up becoming a teacher. And I already talked to you. I already said that I hated school because you're not going to like something if you're not really good at it. And so I wasn't good at school, but here it is, I'm teaching. And so it shows how God works in your life. and had some success there. And God had really turned things around. A lot of things that I'm really thankful for in this day and time is now that I'm 60 years old, and I had some health challenges a few months ago, and I started started eating right. I wasn't doing all those things. I was still thinking I was 30 years old, can eat anything. You can't do that when you reach a certain age. You have to really commit yourself to wanting to do better. Eat the things that, I'm a former chef also, so I know how to prepare food, and I had to learn how to do that in healthy eating. And then pushing back from the table. You guys were talking about the various meals that you would select for Thanksgiving. I was over here getting hungry. I was like, oh, wow, some dressing. Oh, I could just smash some dressing right now. But I know I really can't do that. Not being a diabetic, I can't do that. The carbs I can't have. So the things that I'm really thankful for right now is the sense that God has put in my mind to really do better for my life, to extend the quality of life that I have, that I want to have. And I'm getting up every day and walking 2.5 miles. And I'm even running now some of those steps. I'm running now. After 30 years of not running, here it is now. I'm really committing myself to feel better.
On mute? Yeah. Yeah. Angel. There you go.
Hey,
All right.
hey.
How are you? Now, Angel and I went to college together, and she's going to tell us what she's thankful for. Take yourself on mute. You on mute. There you go.
Okay.
Now you're back on mute.
Going back on mute. Okay, I'm going to thank you, Juan, for having me on the panel. I'm getting feedback, so I'll try to work through it. Miss Giss, I want to just say hi to you. I used to take your exercise classes up at Word of Faith. Loved them immensely. But I really put some thought into this, and my list can be like the receipt from CVS. If you've ever gotten a receipt from CVS, you know how long those are. But I'm just so grateful. First of all, I just want to give honor to God for my life, and just thank him for me having had a relationship with him most of my life. I don't remember ever not having a relationship with God. And he is the head of my life. That being said, I just had 2 grandbaby boys. One on October 26th and one yesterday. Yeah. Yes, 2 baby boys. And that is awesome because unfortunately, as I'm matriculated through life, my passed away before I even gave birth to my children. So it's an honor and a blessing to be able to receive my granddaughter into this world. I have a granddaughter. She's 4 years old. Okay. So I am getting that, but I'll continue. I am grateful to be alive because we have a time frame of March to current day, where people were going through their everyday lives. I have so many people who I had been with in March, in April, in May, and they're not walking this earth anymore. And that is something that none of us can explain, but it helps you definitely say, I'm grateful to be alive in a different way than you would say had we not had the pandemic.
Grateful to be healthy. Despite I heard Mr. Garlan indicate medical health. I really don't know anybody out there that's dealing with this diabetes, and I deal with that. That is something that is inherited, and I continue to control. But beyond that, I'm very grateful to be very healthy. I'm grateful for financial success. Having, and a lot of people don't talk about this, but a lot of people, black and white, red and brown, don't know how to, or don't have financial literacy, or understanding finances. And as Gis mentioned, it's so fortunate that you are able to survive this financially. And I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful to be debt-free. That's a word a lot of people don't talk about, but we should have that out in the universe. And again, I'm grateful to be financially secure and have made good financial decisions as I matriculated from Logan College until now, as we embark upon our ages of maturity and retirement. I'm grateful to have a home. Lots of people do not have, and when I say a home, I have the edifice of a building, but in the edifice of a building, I have a home that is a home of peace, a home of joy, a home of solitude, a home of restfulness. And some people have the edifice, but they don't have those dynamics within that edifice. So I'm grateful for the home. I'm also grateful to be able to bless others. I can't, there's a verse in the Bible that says that the poor will always be with you. So I'm not going to resolve world challenges as far as the poor, but in my own little circle, in my own little way, I'm grateful that I can bless others, whether it be financially, whether it be with the word, whether it be with something physical they might need, whether it's supporting their cause. I just took bottles out on the today because an organization bottles for. To that, I added a couple extra dollars in spite of the fact that I gave them bottles. So in any way that anybody can give, it's important, whether it's small or large. And so I'm grateful to be able to give. And I'm also, last but not least, grateful to have what the Bible talks about, that peace that passes all understanding. There's a lot of people who do not have that peace that passes all understanding. It's that is that Rance Allen? I'm not sure. That says there's something about the name Jesus. There's something about that name Jesus. It's the sweetest name I know. And to have that peace that passes all understanding, it's something about you that people just can't. It's something about you, and I'm grateful to have that. And I'm grateful for the opportunity to share with you guys as a panel and the greater community that you serve.
Thank you. And can y'all hear me okay now? I keep going in and out for some strange reason. But we had a couple other people. I don't see them now. Mr. Garwood, did they leave?
Yes. Yeah, I got him. Yeah, I got him. Can you hear me? Can everybody hear me?
Yeah.
Can everybody hear me? Okay. My son was gonna come on. He was having a technical difficulty. But he wrote this. He wrote this. Okay, my son is 12. He said, I'm thankful for my family because they're my everything. Without my family, I wouldn't be here. And where I am in my life, right now. My family does everything I need, and extra stuff that doesn't have to be done. So that's what I'm thankful for. So I think that's pretty good.
Yes,
12 years old, he's starting to understand the sacrifice that parents do for their children. And he goes to UAD Jesuit, and every morning he's starting to learn the part that God plays in our life. And I'm very, that's one of the reasons why I'm sitting there. Because it has to be, we were raised. So this is what I'm trying to put him. Him in. Is God where he is God in all aspects of his life.
Okay. Yeah. And what are you thankful for, sir?
What I'm thankful for is being able to work with a man like yourself, where we can. It started with praying men to people. We can bring people on, like Miss Angel, educate them, encourage them, empower, and serve. Because that's what we do. Empowerment with serving others. I'm thankful for living. I drove Bella. I seen a lot of people in those pictures that we knew, that I know that we knew. And blessing right now, to be alive right now. So I thank God for giving me protection to still be here. And then to come in here with me, we're working out. I'm working out, and to give more tips on what we have for ourselves to fight this pandemic. So I thank God for everything. I always finish in Jesus' name. I thank God for everything.
Amen. I'm gonna get us out of here with what I'm thankful for. And again, first of all, I'm thankful for all of you all, first of all, for coming on, and Brother Paul for being my partner in crime on this. This is our third show, and I've been a basketball coach half of my adult life. And, now I'm going into a whole new endeavor in broadcasting. And so this is kind of like the pilot of that. But I'm thankful for having the state of mind to be thankful. And what I mean by that, wise man said, if a fellow isn't thankful for what he's got, he isn't likely to be thankful for what he's going to get. So you have to be thankful for what you have. Okay. Now we don't, and that's in sincerity. Okay. We don't look for the blessings going to come as long as we're faithful, as long as we do our part. Okay. And I always say, okay, we can't do God's part. Okay. God's going to do his part. We got to do our part. Okay. And then I'm thankful for life. God gives me a life every day, health, mind, body, and soul. Okay. The soul is your makeup, as we know. And I'm so thankful for that. Okay. Having all the wherewithal to do all the things that I do. And, one thing another wise man said, we should carry, certainly count our blessings. Okay. Count our blessings, but we should also make our blessings count. Okay. So we're blessed to be a blessing to somebody else. That's making our blessings count. And so I'm just grateful for that. I'm grateful for, again, you all coming onto the show. I'm grateful for my family, my grandkids. So much I'm thankful for, man. All the stuff that's going on, you know, yeah, we deal with it, okay? But we have, in all of this pandemic, we have a lot to be thankful for. So again, I thank you all for coming onto the show. Carol, Angel, thank Jaden for that script that he wrote. And thank you, Brother Paul. Thank you, Bob. I know Bob has some technical difficulties. But we'll be back in 2 weeks for our Christmas show. But until then, we thank you for everything. Thank you for everything.
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Happy Thanksgiving.
We have a lot to be thankful for.
We appreciate everything.
Yes, happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.